Happy Christmas, everybody. Oh, Mrs. Cruncher's gone mental today. I mean, look at this on my head. What can I say? It's Christmas, though, isn't it? It's Christmas. I've done it again. I forgot my iPad. Oh. Let me just shout to Mrs. Cruncher for my iPad and let's see if she'll bring him up. Hang on, hang on. No, she didn't hear that. Noddy. Oh dear. Yeah, she said I needed to wear a hat. I didn't really agree with her, but you know, gotta keep him happy, haven't you? Noddy. Right, who have we got in? As you can hear, my voice is not brilliant, so if I'm going to do any coughing or spluttering, I will be muting the mic. I'm sure you don't hear me coughing down your ears. So I think we got Gary and Mike, who I said hello to earlier. Unfortunately, Racing Demon can't be in. So cheers, Mike, for the thought. Anyway, hi Butch. You're gonna get hooked to my streams. That's not a bad thing, Butch. At least you'll have one a day to watch, and if you miss any, you can just do it on catch up. So evening, Derek. Dave Rhodes. Hello, Dave. Yeah, he's appreciating the bonus streams. Thank you, Dave. Benji. Evening, Benji. How are you? Cody's. Hello, hello, hello. Andrew Elsfer. Doug McCartin. Gary. Making steak and ale pie and chips. Very nice, too. I might be in tomorrow, Gary. I might be in tomorrow, mate. Theo, afternoon Theo, evening Theo even. Stephen Devereaux, chop and chips, nice. 4K. I could broadcast in 4K. I've got the gear to do it, but there's like a massive price hike in the software to go from 1080p to 4K. So unfortunately, we're stuck with 1080p for the time being. Unless I win the lottery, or maybe a VMix want to sponsor me. You never know. Unlikely. Sean at Mid Motorcycles, Northern Rambler, Victor, Rob Bond, hi Rob, Nick Petronic, Simon Spires, afternoon Simon or evening, Colin Pamplin, Daniel Russell. Oh. Must be the TR82 has generated some interest. Could be. So what do you think of the loudest Christmas shirt on the planet? Sean loves this. Sean absolutely loves this shirt. Sean, don't you? I did have one. Mrs. Cruncher bought me Farter Christmas with a Brussels sprout and a hat on. The problem is when I'm sat down, all you can see is Farter written right across my chest. So, you know. Free software, Streamlabs OBS. I don't think Streamlabs will do 4K though, George, will it? Hi Shane, how are you? Get the RFM3 off to me. Yeah, cheers Shane. You've seen louder, Benji. Yeah, we need to see you on a video with a louder shirt than this then, Benji. There's a challenge for you there. We need a Benji Christmas video with a louder shirt than this on. It's chilly outside. My voice is nearly going, but it's just hanging in there. And I got the blocked doors. It is certainly is. Window 4, 4th of December, look. 4 live streams in. Well, we're not finished the 4th one, but we're in the 4th one. And it's my dad's 80th birthday today. I don't think he watches. But you never know, one day he might. So Dad, happy birthday. Have a good one. And see you soon. I'm the epitome of Santa. What I thought is I'd grow this. I'm not going to shave this. So I reckon by Christmas Eve, it should be maybe a couple inches longer. So I will definitely be looking exactly like Santa then. Ha. Happy birthday, Radiocruncher Senior. Yeah, Brian Stevens, Dad. Happy birthday, mate. Father. Does orange count? Orange counts, Benji, as long as it's a Christmas one. It's got to be Christmas, mate. I have got some dark ale, actually, for that throat, Rob. I have. Hi, Jeff, how are you? Loving the workshop, ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Mrs. Crunch just really hooked me up. I haven't even turned my lights on yet. Look, I'm slacking. I've been messing about with this camera, so I've got my decent camera back today. At last. Got the decent camera back. So that means we've got mobile web camera again that we can move around different places to see things. The only thing lacking that I was going to have was my iPad. But, you know, I might go and get it in a minute. You know, reason for that is when I'm turned around on the bench working, I can't see the chat. But if I've got the iPad in front of me, I can still talk to you and see what you're typing as I'm working. Yeah, George, I thought it was just 1080p. The other one, trying to think the other one that I tried, but it kept crashing out all the time. It was a good program, but it just couldn't hack all the connections. Hi, Chris from Down Under. How you doing, mate? When are you coming back, Chris, anyway? Is it just a short-term trip, or are you away over Christmas? I suppose we better stick the Christmas radio on, haven't we? Lovely. Go monochrome, then say, look at the colour on this set. I could probably go monochrome, actually. I'll have to go. I'll have to go sepia, I think, George. Sepia would be nice, wouldn't it? Is it? Look at him, he's lovely, isn't he? Little Christmas radio. Right, well, I've got a Christmas beer for today. And I actually found this on my way back from hospital today. We popped in somewhere to pick up another present, and this was in there. We can see if we can switch a webcam on that. See if we can get the webcam involved. Being we got it. There we go. I just got to find my opener. So this is 12 days. It's a porter, which, as Rob quite rightly pointed out, that that it's a nice dark beer, and this should do my throat wonders. 12 days by Hook Norton Brewery, which is up in the Cotswolds, if any of you are up that way. I think you are, actually, aren't you? Some of you aren't far from there. So it says it's a strong dark brown beer offering a dominantly malty palate with nutty overtones, giving way to a lyrical sweetness that speaks for its strength. Wow. Yeah. So let's crack it open and have a go. Be rude not to, wouldn't it, really? If I can get it open. Even got background music, look. Big finish on that one. It's a cracker, Shane, isn't it? It's a beauty. One of Coco's hairs stuck in there. I'm struggling with the brightness on this camera again. And saturation. That's better. I don't know how many tunes it plays. Oh, that's another new one. The Labour anthem. Oh, we're on a roll. I haven't turned Santa on his fireplace yet either. I'm slacking here tonight. I'll be in trouble. And turn my lights on up there as well, look. Oh dear. Lights hanging off the desk here. Mrs. Cruncher watches it back. She won't be happy. It sounds like a dodgy output stage. Paul, does it? Yay. OTS gone. Long curved beaks. What's going on here? That's nice. Actually, there was a couple things that I didn't cover yesterday that I was going to with the mini Herald. There was a couple things. Let's just push this one out of the way a minute. There was a couple things. Firstly, can you remember that one of them had the wrong knobs? One of them had the wrong knobs on it, and excuse me. I actually drew them in a drawing package and made some knobs on my 3D printer. Look. So I've still got the base material on them at the moment, but they're made for the mini Herald, and the later RP10 uses the same knobs as well. So that was that. And the other thing was the brights for the top. If you go online, always the wrong way, isn't it? If you go online and type in 20 mil brass discs, then you can get these things. And although they're not the same, if you change them both, they work perfectly. So you need to remember the size, 20 mil. They're polished as well, so pop that in the top. As long as you glue it on squarely. That is the exact size of the original, so that was that. And also, if you've got one of the other ones that's got the aluminium tops on it, you can buy nice shiny ones as well. So, you know, these things, they get broken, but they can be replaced. So I can't give any of these away because I I haven't got hardly any of them, but if anybody needs any knobs, you'll have to let me know. But yeah, you can't use the Roberts Brights on them. I think there's a couple TVs there, Chris, isn't there? Anyway, that was that was just a follow-on from yesterday's stream, really. Today's stream is about this this beastie. A very, very popular radio. My nan and granddad had one in the kitchen. It was like, whenever you went there, it was always on. Always. And I think they started these in 1959 from memory. So I suspect most of you have got one of these. This one is in very, very good condition, actually. I don't know if you can remember a video I did on one that arrived smashed to pieces from eBay. But when that one went back, I picked this one up. And the reason I wanted this particular one is because it's got the chrome letters, not the plastic ones. I'll show you a plastic one in a minute and show you the difference. But these are the actual metal letters. This is a TR82C, C being chrome. The other one they did was a TR82B, which was brass. And again, the original ones, excuse me, just a bit of cough in there. The original ones had actual brass lettering on them. And I did restore one for somebody quite some time ago now. The letters came up really in brass. They really do bling, really smart looking. So that's a TR82C, afternoon Doug or evening Doug. Yeah, we do struggle with prices for test gear over here, Doug. So I'm just going to nip down and get the iPad a minute. You can have a look at the TR82. Should still have the audio, but it'll just help me view the chat if I've got the iPad. So let's just go and grab that a minute. Forgot the iPad.
Oh, it's Ben's
Mrs. Cruncher's watching The Purge. The series The Purge. Okay. Right. I'm just going to get the chat up on this. I should be able to pop that over there out the way, so as I can watch it as we speak. When it catches up. What have you just bought, Victor? You bought one of these, have you? TR82? Yes, we can. Yeah, of course we can. Now, there's a guy that has done a massive amount of work on these. And it's Robert Darwent. G0UHF, nice call sign. He is what I would call the expert on these. Let's see if I can pull him up. Pull up his page and I'll flick it on screen for you. He certainly is the authority on these. He's written an article which appeared in the British Vintage Wireless Society magazine. They call it magazine or journal or something, I'm not sure. Alright, let's see if I can pick it up from here. History. And incidentally, my cam link thing that was causing problems, it wasn't the cam link at all. It's either the cable or it's the actual plug in the SLR in the Nikon. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to type it in. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll quickly share the screen with you. Then if you want to copy this web address down and read up on this later on, let's add the screen into this. Hopefully it won't die on me. So let's pop the screen on. Apologies for the gobbledygook there. This is what I was trying to show you. So this is Waves in the Air. Robert Darwent. So it's wavesintheair.co.uk. And down here we've got his list of bits and pieces. He's got stuff on the round echoes. All the different round echoes that are about. I'd love one. I really would like a round echo, to be honest. But it's one of those iconic radios, isn't it? It's so unique. Anyway, that wasn't. We're coming down here. Look, Bush MB60 TR82 series. Hopefully you can see this. I can't see what you're looking at, unfortunately, because I've not got another monitor, but just a little bit of background on the design and his love for the things. MB60. Now I'm going to do another video on the MB60 because it's a different beast altogether. Today I'm just looking at the TR82. So this was released in 1959, and it is obviously the transistorized version of the MB60. And you'll have seen the MB60 in one of my previous Sunday live shows. I did bring it out. I can't remember whether we did anything with it, but it needs a bit of work, so there's probably not one for a midweek. That's probably a Sunday jobby, that one. So what have we got? The initial models were the TR82B and 82C. That was a color scheme. So this is the 82C that you can see on the bench. That's got the blue trim, and the TR82B I think had a red trim. Brown Rexine band. Okay, so it's brown. The MB60 I think was a reddish color. So this goes on to show the inside. So we'll look inside this one anyway in a minute. So it uses 7 Mullard OC series transistors and powered using 1 PP9. VTR 103 is another version. So TR82 modified. Now this is interesting now. And apologies to Rob for using his website for information, but it literally is the best sort of encyclopedia on these that's out there. So apparently they modified the chassis then to include a headphone socket. And only the TR82C received this modifications. And this one hasn't got the headphone socket, which would be on the left hand side, as you can see in the picture there. Hi Greg. How you doing, mate? So again, I haven't got one of those. Okay, so in 1963, so also only 4 years later, they introduced a new chassis which made use of the lovely Mullard AF117 series transistors. Existing color schemes maintained, but I think these are the ones with the plastic lettering now. I'm not sure that that's the metal lettering anymore. So you can see in the picture there we've got 1, 2, 3 AF117s. Was there only 3 in there? There's not a 4th one lurking anywhere. VTR, another version of the VTR, and the VTR was the FM version. I haven't got one of these. I've been after one for quite a while now, but can never find one in decent condition. Either the aerials are bent, the little tip's missing, bashed about. That's got the AF117s in it, or one could be 115, 116, or 117. But each chassis's got its own little chassis type number on it. So it's an A288 chassis. We'll look at the chassis numbers in a minute. And that's got the little 2-pin output for tape recording on that one as well. So in 1964 we've got the L suffix, and I've actually got one of these. I've got the TR82CL, which we'll look at in a minute. I've got a couple of those. So it's got the 208 button on it, which would originally have tuned the button straight to Radio Luxembourg on long wave, I believe, wouldn't it? 208 kilohertz. So there was a CL, which is obviously the chrome, and the DL, which was the brass. There's operating instructions and guarantee there. I don't know if that's openable. It looks like it is. EBM60. Now this is a very rare beast, and I did have one of these, but it went to one of my customers, subscribers, and one of my patrons. He's all three, and it's gone to a really good home. I didn't want to get rid of it, but I knew if I kept it, it would have just sat on the shelf. And I'm not really a collector of this particular type of radio, so I knew he was, and it's one that you'd be very, very lucky to even see one, let alone be able to buy one. So very, very rare beast indeed, and it was export only. So it was the export version of the MB60. But I've got a couple videos on my channel of that radio, having a look at it and doing a little bit of work on it prior to sending it away. but it used a 90-volt battery and two sorry about that, two D-cell batteries in parallel. So yeah, nice radio, shortwave 1, shortwave 2, and medium wave on it. Very, very nice radio. I don't think I'll ever see one again, but you know. ETR82. This is now. This is the. Again, I've never seen one of those. This is the hybrid radio that's got valves and transistors in it. Valves, not volves. Valves. Just for Jeff. So I've never seen one of these. Basically, I think it's got valve for the IF, and that I think it's got transistor output on it. Yeah, so it's a DK96 to perform the task of frequency changer, and then transistors throughout the rest of the circuit. Yeah, I can see an OC series 1 there, and possibly there. Difficult to see in that picture. I think you can click into these. No, you can't, that one. So another rare beast. I don't think there's many of those about. I've never seen one myself. ETR92. Another export set. Looks like they've got rid of the valve this time. Yeah. OC17 series. So as you can see, there's a hell of a lot of these. Irish ETR92T. Bush, Ireland, look. Made in Dublin. It's one for you Irish viewers to have a look out for. You're more likely to see one of those over there than we have here. Look at the condition of that. That's amazing, isn't it? So it's got long wave, medium wave, and a short wave band. Again, I've never seen one. But interesting radio. Apologies if I'm rambling on. Indian ETR92. Dear, oh dear. You know, we can see the aerial's different, and whether that's a replacement aerial or not, I don't know. Yeah, made in India on the bottom. Again, you just never see these. You've got to be a proper collector, haven't you, to look out for these things. There's a massive great list there, look, of all the different models that he's collected. So this really is worth looking at if you're interested. I'm only flicking through it quickly, but wavesintheair.co.uk. Have a look at that. And he's got some stuff here on a bit of information. Some dodgy transistors. It says about the AF11 series. So he's also saying about the Bush lettering. Early sets of letters are made of solid metal plated with brass or chrome. Later models have plastic lettering, which a chrome coating has been applied. This coating is often worn revealing the bare plastic underneath. Well, they're all worn pretty much. Bit of information there about removing the tuning dial with a bit of string underneath. Very gently levering. There's all sorts of methods of getting it out, but that is quite effective. Scary. And this is, I think Paul mentioned this earlier about the problems they have with UV. Again, old plastics, unfortunately, they get affected by sun. And you get this striping effect. Some will work better than others, but they pretty much all suffer from it. So I think that's it. So let's go back to the main page on my main screen. Let's get rid of that. Back in the room. Hopefully that was of interest to you. Excuse me. I don't know what the main target country was. I'm going to have to get this hat off. I'm sweating buckets with that on. Whew. Good idea, Mrs. C, but boiling hot. Whew. You see why you wear hats, can't you? Keep the heat in. Volves. Simon's got the VTR103. Let's just catch up on the chat now because I was reading that out. Yeah, I think if you're of my era, I was born in the 60s, then your grandparents always had them. Simon likes a round echo as well. Hands up who's got a round echo, because I certainly haven't. I don't think Father Christmas will be bringing me one either. Yeah, Mike, they do go for quite a lot of money, the round echoes. I bid on 3 actually in the last Royal Wootton Bassett auctions. Didn't get. I mean, I got close-ish to one of them price-wise, but just way above my price range for one. There's an Echo AD36. Yeah, I saw that, Paul. I wouldn't mind a flutter on it, but I think it's going to go out my price range again. And to be fair, I would want to buy one that was in really good condition, because you're not going to get any spares for it, are you? It's not like you can get a donor set that you can pinch some bits off of. Hi, Spanky, how are you? Spanky's just opened his and it's got the AF117s in it. It's still working though, Spanky, but you've said it now. You've said it. It's valves, and don't forget I've got a blocked doors. I've got a blocked nose. Paul uses 2 teaspoons. I use a piece of cloth. The other way you can do it is to just take your chassis out of the set and pull the dial. You can pull the dial against the actual front panel, and it'll pop off that way. Yeah, it's a good site, so stick that one in your bookmarks, people, and send him a message as well. Just say thank you for putting it up, because he has done a lot of work on that. Gary, you'd love, what, a round one as well? Yeah, we wish. Are there any silicon substitutes for AF117s? Graham, that's a whole few hours worth of debate there, really. They do work. They can be made to work. Sometimes you've got to mess with the biasing. Well, most times you'd have to mess with the bias resistors, but I haven't done it myself. So I've got no experience doing that, because I've always found a germanium alternative. But certainly I think people have played with it. I think George has got some ideas on it. So anyway, shall we have a look at my my first TR82? So as I say, this is the TR82C. I can probably get you in a bit closer on that to have a look at it. if you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom you in a bit. Will it focus? Yeah, just about. So you can see this is a TR82C, and it is the version with the actual chrome letters on it. So this is an early one. So at least we haven't got the dreaded AF117s in this one. Zoom that back out again. So I don't think there's no battery in this one at the moment. So on the top, this particular set has just got volume, medium wave, long wave, and it's on off and tone on that one. It's a bit unusual. Normally it's on off volume, but it's on off tone on this one. As I say, the dial will come off, but just be really careful. And when you put them on, just put a little tiny bit of silicone grease on there. It'll help it come off in the future. So let's get the back off. Excuse me. I'm trying not to cough loudly. We want a coin for that, really, don't we? That's what it's designed for. I don't know what, probably an old 10 pence would have done it back in the day, wouldn't it? We use a 50 pence. No expense spared. Let's put the cash away. Yeah, the Russians do the GT322B, which is a good equivalent. You don't need to do anything with that. It'll just go in and work. Okay, let's get you on the overhead camera then for this. Be careful, because I don't want to scratch this one up, because it is in really good condition. Let's have a look at my overhead camera. All right, just adjust that a little bit, and then we'll have a look at the guts of the thing. Can I get it all in the shot? Not quite. So near. Oh, yes I can. No, I can. I can fit it all in. Let's pop its own light on as well, that'll help. Oh, hello, wrong. There we go. Hey, we're inside. We're inside. So yeah, it's quite good this, because I can now check the chat as I'm looking at this. Just focus it up a bit. There we go. Hi Sean. It is lovely and clean this. So I think Dave was saying BC557. I've heard that was good. What have I said? Where's the goat? What have I said? There he is. The goat of doom. Oh, I got that for the wrong camera shot, did I? Okay. You're so harsh. This hasn't got AF117s in it. What I like about these, look at the way they've mounted these. They're just on, I don't know what you call it really, little spikes. So very easy to change them, and they're using these glass encapsulated transistors in this one. These are rare, and well, I don't even know if you can buy these now. Let me just get the schematic a minute. Have a quick look. So if we're going to find a layout, yes, there we can. I've got the trader sheet here. I'll pop that up for you in a minute on the screen. So TR1 is the mixer now. Which is TR1? That's up here. And in this radio, that is an OC44, which is correct according to the trader sheet. So that's coupled via two-stage IF amplifier, which is TR2 and TR3, which TR2 and TR3 are here, and they're both Mullard OC45s. So TR4 then is the AF amplifier, which is this one. So for that they've used an OC71, which is really common in that position. But again, these are hellish difficult to get hold of now. Again, the guitar pedal boys snapped all of these up, and the ones that are still about are mega money. And so then we've got output of TR4 is DC coupled to the base of the driver stage. TR5, driver stage TR5. Where's that one to TR5? Let's make sure we get this right. TR5 is up the top here somewhere, hidden away, just down there. Look. Just see that one. It says TR5 is an OC78D. I certainly haven't got any of those, I don't think. No, I got no OC78D, so if that was packed up, I'd be in trouble. I'd need to find a substitute. And TR6 and 7 are down here. So, well, actually, no, TR6 is up here, TR7 is down there. So that's another goat, isn't it? Another goat. I can't see it because that looks like it's a pair, but it's not. It's just one there and one there. Again, both OC78s. And you can see, I don't know, can you see the date on that cap there? Let's see if I can get you in on that. This is a very early set. So you see that cap, it's actually December 1959, look. So that's 60 years old. Almost exactly. I don't know when in December, but how about that? That's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? While you're there, you can see the wave change switch in operation, look. Mechanical, lovely. Christmas 1959 cap, yeah, exactly. Zoom back out. Apologies if that's making you dizzy. There we go. So yeah, interesting. The other problem we've got is up here. We've got this Plessy electrolytic. one of those things. I think, again, this is such a pristine set that I would definitely restuff that one. Also, on the other side of the board, there is components as well. I'm not going to take this one out of the chassis. One of the big problems with these sets is these plastic bits here, and definitely down in the corners. You just see that there, but these have got like little clips that poke into plastic lugs molded into the case, and they don't travel very well at all, so not good. Just catching up with the chat then. So Rob is saying he's used BF 450 again. I've heard of that as well. It is laid out with lots of room, and they're dead easy to take out the chassis. You basically got to undo these 3 screws there. I think that's pretty much all that holds it in. I don't know if there's another down here. I think there's one down here as well. I can't see. So there's 4 screws, and the whole chassis just lifts right out. But the least you take those apart, the better, really. So yeah, all the trimmer caps. Excuse me, a bit coughing there. Bit of coughing. All the trimmer caps are easy to get to. The other thing to watch out for these is these cans. Try not to touch them unless your set's way off or it's not, you know, you're not getting a signal through it. Just try not to touch these cams. I don't know who it was. It might have been Doug, actually, that we had to sort out a replacement of one of these, or 2, in fact, I think, because I don't know if it was Doug or somebody else, but they basically tried to trim it and broke it all inside. Yeah, Drew saying it's even older than me and him, even really old. He's saying the radio was built in 1960, Theo? I don't know if there's anything in it that denotes when it was built, but as I said, they've all got the chassis number on this. This is an A177 chassis. I have got another chassis here that I did a bit of a part exchange with young George. So I've got another chassis, so I can actually show you what's in the back. So let's just put that one very, very gently to one side. We will test it in a minute. So this again is exactly the same chassis, but it's now out of the radio. Excuse me. So it's an A177 still. We've still got all these old transistors. We've got a slightly different one there. We've got an OC72 there. So whether that one's... No, it doesn't look like it's been changed. It looks original. Still the same layout with the driver and the outputs. This one is September 59, look. So this one's even older. Let's get you down on that. Can't quite see that because it's around this side, but yeah, that is September 59, look. The light's blowing it out a little bit, isn't it? There you go. So this one's even older, this chassis. Hunts, yeah. Hi, Ron. Yeah, Ron, I'll let you know. I've got a few here that are for sale when I get around to doing them. I fixed one of them, but it just needs tidying up. We fixed it in one of the live streams back along, didn't we? So yeah, that's the this is a spare chassis. I don't know whether there's anything wrong with it. If there is anything wrong with it, I would suspect it's, like I said, these cans have failed. They just break apart inside, apparently. It's a great donor chassis, though, because as I say, these transistors are pretty rare and fairly valuable. So yeah, we've got hunts across the volume control. And we've got the Plessy down there. So let's flip the board over and have a look at the other side. The side that you don't see very often. Just go in a little bit closer. It's like surgery, isn't it? So we've got some culprits lurking around here, haven't we? Definitely some culprits in here that need looking at. I've done with my pointer now. So again, we've got another 2 Plessy's here. Under there, it's hidden away. It's just a link wire. We've got these little tiny TCC aluminium electrolytics, and they're a bit of a pain. Test the chassis. Yeah, we could do. You want to compare the serial numbers? All right, we'll do that in a second, Theo. I'm just flipped it over for the minute. So yeah, we've got hunts in here as well. Look, there's loads of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least I can see there. We've got a Plessy electrolytic there. That's a slightly different one. And we've got a Plessy electrolytic down there. Wafer switch. It looks pretty what's the word? Oxidized. Verdigris. It's got verdigris on it. Yeah, this has got quite nice. The knobs on this are very bright. If you notice, you can't quite see it. So just move it a bit. You can see the effects of the light on these. So we've got one that's sort of going a bit orangey, and the other one's bright white. So whether they used a different chemical, I don't know. So someone wanted to see, I think it was Theo wanted to have a look at the serial numbers. It's going to be upside down for you, but serial number on that one is 19145. I don't know whether that means anything to you, Theo. Trying to get it in the camera shot, but I've got my iPad and the radio in the way. Yeah, 19145. And the serial number on the other one is 42536. So quite a big jump, really, isn't it? Yeah, 42536, the other one, look. So we want to have a look at that, do we, and see if this donor chassis works. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's get back onto the main camera then. Stick my ugly mug back in the shot. So the only thing we haven't got is a speaker. What impedance was that speaker? I can't see it marked on the other one. LS1. See what impedance the speaker is? I've got 2 manuals here. I've got the actual original Bush one. Loudspeaker, 5-inch, 10,000 lines of flux density. What the hell does that mean? 10,000 lines of flux density. What on earth does that mean? Let's try to see if I can say anything about the loudspeaker. So it's approximately 3 ohms, the speaker. Approximately. There's a DC resistance of it's 3 ohms. So we need a 3 ohm speaker. Give it some juice, test a chassis. Silver mica, it could be, couldn't it? Just wish you could find a way to remove the milkiness from the dial. Yeah, you can polish the hell out of it, Rob, but it does seem in some cases it's all the way through the plastic, isn't it? It could do, Theo, yeah. The date manufacturer could be in there. Right, so we need a 3 ohm speaker, or roughly 4 ohm would be okay. I think most of mine here are 8 ohm. I think that's an 8 ohm. I have got a 4 ohm speaker somewhere, a 3 ohm speaker somewhere. Now, where did I put those? I had a little tiny one, didn't I? $15 ohm. Here we go. Not the best speaker on the planet, but it is a 3 ohm speaker. As I say, I'm pretty sure this was did a bit of a deal with George for a radio, and he sent me a load of spares bits that he didn't want. So we got our battery tags. I don't think there's anything missing from it. I can't see anything missing, which I would have thought it would have been gotten for spares. I may even have the speaker for it somewhere, but anyway, let's use Doug's excellent leads. Go in with your leads again, Doug, to hook the speakers up. I must get round to making up some leads, Doug, with those bits that you sent me, mate. I've just got to order myself some silicone wire, I think. I suppose test lead wire would be as good as any. Oh, the one on the bench is 1959 and the other one is 1960. How did you find that out then, Theo? Is there some sort of database with the years on them? I might be able to help you out there, Rob, because I did buy some ones off of a guy that breaks a lot of radios, and I have got a couple spare ones. Probably got the same problem. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I've got one there that's not too bad, Rob. It's got a bit of milkiness, but it's nowhere near as bad. Saying that, I need to swap the one on my set, don't I? Because mine's cloudy. Yeah, if you look at mine, that it doesn't look cloudy on the camera, but it is. This one's still cloudy, but not quite as bad. So I don't know. I'll sort you out one, Rob, anyway. Let's give it a bit of a plastic polish for you. You've done enough for me, mate, so we'll sort you out one of those. Okay. Speakers connected. Let's just make 100% sure we know which way round it goes. So red is the positive. Off. Turn it back to 9 volts. It was 18. Stick the webcam over there so we can see if it goes pop when I turn it on. Let's see what current it is drawing. Can we see that on the webcam? Okay. Right. So you're on the power supply. So again, I don't know what your power supplies are like. This particular one, if I turn the current limit back, it just clicks and then you can see the voltage drops out. So just bring it back. So that just kicks in. Then if there is anything wrong, or anything shorted, it won't damage the transistors in it. We do not want to damage those. So let's hook it up. Perhaps I got the current limit a little bit too low there. There we go. Right, so let's put it on medium wave. Was Paul saying there might be something, might be one in the other set? Working out from the serial numbers, since the big jump in serial numbers gave the game away. So this is it then, big drum roll. What's Graham on about? Is it possible to 3D print clear plastic? You can 3D print it, Graham, but it's unlikely to be any good because of the way it's formed. It forms in like different layers, and you're going to see the layering in it. Right, here we go then. Are we ready? Countdown. Would you know it? It only works, and it's only drawing 20 milliamps. 20 milliamps, really. Let's try long wave.
The idealism behind religion. And the reference you made to gangs was interesting because actually, for a lot of people, it's just about a sense of belonging. They happen to be born Muslim and it's very easy to fall into a red ship, but actually, that affiliation, that camaraderie, that sense of, and that macho-ness that comes with this. So you were getting further and further removed from, what the farmer was just saying, which was it about righteousness or piety, and in society as a whole.
Here's the problem, Mona. When it comes to religion, he was talking about giving people second, third and fourth shots, and that's all right when it comes to religion.
Wow. What do you know? That actually works. Amazing. Amazing. That surprised me. So I've got a working chassis for TR82 there. An old TR82, very old TR82. Graham said it can be clear if you polish it correctly. Let's get my whole one up and try it. I mean, look how bright the things are. This is almost like not used. Okay, let's see if this one fares as well then. What's the odds? Nah, picture-in-picture, it doesn't work on that webcam very well, does it? Let's put the main camera picture-in-picture. There we go. Yeah, stick a tag on it, working. Good call, Sean. Right. So this one we think could be 1962, is that right? I think they changed them in 62 though, didn't they? No, it was later than that, wasn't it? Might have been 63. Let me just grab something else to drink because my voice is going to go else. Derek's convinced. You're saying put the date on that I tested it, Benji? So I'm back on the 0% beer now because I'm doing good. I'm a good boy. So this is Patronus, a wheat beer, but it's alcohol free. It still tastes nice. A lot don't, but this does. Right. Are we ready? Here we go then. Again, it sounds good.
For 3 days, you know, must have wonderful to go through it.
Sounds really good.
That's awesome, and that probably helps with his English a lot as well. Yeah, oh, good for him.
Pushing the back there will be a Tottenham free kick just inside their own half. This one.
He is picking up really well. Let's try long wave.
Right, which is what Matthew Cog said. Basically, wherever we go, we get rid of what's called the megafauna. That is the large animals, so mammoths and woolly rhinos and ground sloths and all sorts of stuff. As we move around the planet, wherever we go, they disappear. So we've had an incredibly rapid, very significant effect, because obviously getting rid of, I don't know, mammoths doesn't only mean you've lost mammoths.
That's pretty good.
It means that their rolling ecosystem has been lost. So our arrival outside of Africa has absolutely transformed the ecosystem of the whole planet. But overall, we're clearly done quite well for ourselves, but not for everything else. So basically, humans are dominant.
Wow. Another worker. What a beauty. It's a bit boring when everything works. Best go do it now. What have I got to do? Okay, Benji, I agree with you. Let's see if I can find my little... I can't. What have I done with them? My little hanging tag things. I've used them for something else, Benji. They're not here. Oh no. I've got some other labels I can stick on it here somewhere. What have we got here? Just for you, Benji, we'll pop it on there, mate. I've got to revisit the bits that Benji sent in as well. That lovely Wera wheel to wheel he sent me that I was going to refurbish, which I haven't got around to. And was it a tuner or an amplifier? I forget now, Benji. It's a leak, wasn't it? I think it was. Hang on, sneeze. Ah. All right, okay. I sneezed and turned the microphone off. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to sneeze in your ear, so I popped the microphone off and thought I turned it back on, but obviously I didn't. So, anyway, this is a TR82C. You'll notice it's got 3 buttons on top instead of 2, because one of them's marked 208. And the gold text is coming off of this one. And I've also got another one. Again, the text is coming off. This one's a little bit better condition. But can you remember we said about the lettering? So the chrome has totally gone off of this. On that letter, and the others are showing. It's a bit like the Roberts logos really on their radios. This one's got a bit better lettering, but it is going through. So let's have a look in the back of this one a minute then. You did get my attention. Everybody shout. Let's get back onto the chat on this one now then. You can change the letters. Oh, look what we got lurking inside this one then. Look what we've got inside this little beauty. Ah dear, this is cold, I can't shake it at all. Right. AF117. 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 Oh no. So this is a later chassis. So your AF117 in the oscillator and the IF stage. Rest of it looks very similar to the other radios. Driver, where's that gone to? It was up there. Oh, here we are. Stuck on the side, that's a Mullard OC81D. And we've got our 2 outputs roughly in the same place. So what have we got on this one? This is... That one says May 61. Can't see what that says. So that capacitor there is May 1961. Is it 61 or 64? Hang on, no, it might be 64. Can't quite see it. I don't want to break it. Yeah, 1964 that is. May 1964. And that one's May 1964 as well. So you can just about see that one. Yeah, you just about see that one. May 64. So I'm not sure about your serial number theory, Theo. If we look at the serial number on this one, if I can get it in the camera. 08584, that one. So it's upside down. I can turn it around, I suppose. So what's that one then? Is that slightly zoomed in? It's a cracker, this overhead camera, isn't it? It actually will do 4K, but well, we got a very wobbly tuning cap, and these have got the rubber grommets in like the other ones. So yeah, pretty much the same, apart from we've got AF117s in the mixer oscillator and the IF stage. So should we hook this one up and see what it does? Shall we hook her up? Because I'm getting near the end of my allotted time now, really. Half 7. No, still got a little bit. We can carry on. So let's make sure we're off, which we are. Just get me tissue, quickly blow my doors. Bear with me a sec. Right, we have sound. So let's see what this one does. Let's start him off in medium wave. Here we go. Crackle. Scratchy. Works. Oh. That tuning cap needs tightening up. Oh.
And I used to show people it. Sometimes people just cry, even if they didn't know what was going to happen. So every now and again you see something, you turn his eyes, or you see something in his face, and you just go, that's going to be in the media. There's something going on here that's affecting me emotionally.
At its Safadia, my castaway. Hear his choice of Desert Island Disc. This Friday at 9.
Yeah, there's definitely shorts in there. I'm just tapping that, look.
And the future of the British countryside. For costing the earth now, and heat gathers a team of
Closed overnight tonight between the B3195 and the A381 Timoth Road.
So that's improved the sensitivity. So we had shorts on there.
Also in Stoke Fleming, the A379 Dartmouth Hill is closed in both directions. That's due to overnight roadworks from Redknapp Lane to Cinders Lane. No problems reported at the airport. On the trains, Southwestern Red.
Yeah, we have got shorts here.
And there's around a 15-minute wait with 2 ferries running between Devonport and Tor Point. If you do see a travel story that we're not talking about, call the free travel line on 0808 100 2829.
BBC.
Right, okay, that one works. Let's pull the other one up. Obviously, there's nothing on Luxembourg anymore on that frequency. But what we could do is we could retune that to Radio 4. So if you push the 208 button, Radio 4 would jump in. So that's a possibility. I'm sure that could be trimmed. It's only one of those trimmer pots, I would have thought. Let's get the last one up then. And this one is the better of the two cosmetically. In fact, this one's in pretty good condition again, apart from the lettering. Other than that, that is bang on. And this is the TR82 CL. Let's pop the back off of this one. Again, I suppose it's easy enough to just paint these letters in, but we just can't get a decent chrome finish on them. So 208. 208 is not kilohertz then. Is that what you're saying, Rob? I thought 208 was on long wave. Or am I thinking of Atlantic? Yes, Daniel. CL means it's got the Luxembourg button. If you look at that website I showed you just now, it'll fill you right in on all the different prefixes on them. This one's a little bit grubby. This one was out on my side for quite a while. Okay, it's 208 meters then, Rob. Is it not kilohertz? Okay. Just mute that chat a minute. If I can find it, there we are. Radiocruncher. Let's just mute that for an hour. Yeah, so the TR82B is the brass one, brass digits and the brown case. That's really the only difference. Just going to give that a quick wipe over, get rid of all the dust. Otherwise I'll be breathing all that in and that'll just make my code even worse. As I say, this is quite a nice looking little radio, this one. It's condition wise, it's on a par with the TR82 that I've got. Pretty good. Right. So this one's got the AF117s in, exactly the same as the other one. Yeah, exactly the same. So let's connect it up. Let's get the web camera on for you again. No, we want the webcam, please. There we go. Here we go then. I don't think that's a dirty switch. I think that's the AF117s. Tappy tap time then. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, sorry, it's this one here. The left-hand side. Yeah, ignore this one. It's this one here. 20 milliamps. It's trying. Taking me to the shower. So that one's got the shorts. Let's snip the shield wire off of that IF transistor. And that one. And that one. Still not working. We've still got shorts on it. It's working now. Yeah, we got shorts on one of those transistors. I don't know if that jumped when I...
Radio Nacional de España, el sonido que nos une.
Long wave.
If the costs do fly up, you start to lose the public backing for it, so that it potentially becomes, even though it's well intentioned, becomes damaging to the hopes of getting there as quickly as we can.
Anyway, like you and your colleagues at the Youth Climate Coalition have been, pushing us to go fast on this. So, what commitment are you favouring?
I think at UKYCC we're clear that we need 2030 as a target for net zero emissions.
A realistic target?
I think we need to be aiming for that. I think it's realism for who? I mean, is this a realistic target for vulnerable communities and for people across the globe who are going to feel the brunt of this act of climate change, or is this?
There we go, people. It works. We got Tim there. Tim collects these radios. Tim, don't you? I didn't see you pop in there, Tim. Welcome. The working one must be yours, Gary, is it? This is quite sensitive, actually. So, Tim is saying monochrome pens, ideal for the letters. Model makers swear by them. Wow, I never know. I never knew that. Let's just get you onto my thanks for the tip there, Tim. Let's just pop you on my desktop again then. If I can get it to go on. So I've just did as Tim has just said, typed in Molotow Chrome pen. eBay have got Amazon by the looks of it. Let's have a look at the images. Excuse me. Liquid chrome. Well, that's a great tip. If that works, that is a great tip. Everybody's eBaying Molotow pens now. Looking at that, it does look quite impressive, doesn't it? Picture there. Just clicked on one of the random site markersandpens.co.uk. 1mm, $4.99. It does look quite impressive, that, doesn't it? Yeah. Great stuff, Tim. Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate it. Hopefully that's helped a few people out. See if I can find me chat again. The date of manufacture is a date found on the orange capacitors. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, wasn't it? So this is what's this one? April 64. This one is April 64. Let's just get the let's get main cam on and stick me picture in picture. That's probably better. Come on, camera, work. There we are. Back to normal. Cam cock up time. You can airbrush the contents. GT322B's working these. Yeah, they would do, and the legs are a bit of a stretch, Tim, aren't they? But I think when you've got a set like this, it's they're just so easy to get at. I personally would just zap those, mate. I would just zap them and reuse them, to be fair. I think that would be easy on that one. So you've got about 20 of these at the last count, Tim, have you? Get on. One down. Well, you know. There's always going to be one. Always going to be one. So what are you saying, Tim, that you can actually empty out the contents of the pen into an airbrush and then airbrush the badge on? Is that what you're saying? Because it'd be useful to... I've got an airbrush up there that I bought from the auctions that I've been itching to use. So let me know that, Tim, if you would, a minute. Right, okay. I shall look into that, Tim. We'll have a go at that because I've got a lot of Roberts badges that are missing their chrome. And, you know, airbrushing's got to be a better finish than painting it on with just the pen top. Got to be, isn't it? Got to be. Ooh. hope that's been interesting for you. You know, possibly a lot of you didn't know there were so many different versions of this. We had to get Tim to do a video on his, didn't we, really? You've taken it. You've taken yours a bit spanky, have you? Well, don't wreck it, mate. Don't wreck it. They're nice radios. And Gary, if you want one, you'll have to let me know, mate. You'll have to let me know. Camera's getting dark again, isn't it? That's just... Oh, hello. I lost my camera then for a second. Other way. It's a bit brighter. Whoa, don't want it too bright, do we? Whee! Christmas shirt. Right. Well, it's nearly time, but we've got the Advent calendar to do, yeah? So we need to zoom out for the Advent calendar because it's so massive. We'll play you some tunes in the meantime. There you go. Let me grab the Advent calendar over then. Ooh. He's a biggie. He's a biggie. So let me alter my camera to fit the thing all in here. Get off picture in picture. Get off. Thank you. So what are we today? 4. Let's get me a little pack of bits up. So, for those that haven't watched the stream before, this is, can I go out even wider? Yeah, I do. Oh, there we go. This is a Wera Advent calendar, given to me by Mrs. Cruncher for my birthday this year in November. So I've kept it until now to open it with you guys. Tim, you are the man for those. I'm going to be asking you some questions when I get round to restoring those for sure. Number 4 is By the Snowman. Well, right over here. How can you spot that? Is that... That's some... You must have a big screen there, Theo. Theo's getting impatient. He wants it open. He wants it open now. Yeah, you're right. It is as well. It's easier for me to see it on the camera than it is in real life, actually. So 4 is right over here, then. Get a finger in it and get it open. Ooh. That looks nice. This must have cost a fair bit, you know. Let's just get that down out of the way then. Let's get that out of the way. Let's have a look at what we got today then. So, in window number 4, we've got an 8mm socket. Oh, hello, he's a bit slippery. Let's get rid of me a minute. You can see that because of the light, really. There you go. So 8mm socket. I've got the camera still reversed. So that'll go in with all my other little bits. Zoom back in on this camera. There's cameras everywhere here, aren't there? So I'm assuming that's got to go on one of these. Where are we? Because I've moved the camera now as well to get the thing in. There we go. So it says on these that you twist them to lock them. That's clever, isn't it? So twist it to unlock. How does that work then? There must be something that comes... Very clever. German engineering for you, isn't it, really? Too good to use. It is, Simon, isn't it? So it's starting to build up now, look. So I've got a socket adapter, so I can run the sockets with, hopefully there's some sort of screwdriver or ratchet driver maybe that's going to come later on. So I've got my adapter, got my socket, and I've got a flat screwdriver bit. Nice. And my little pouch, don't forget the pouch. Again, I'm not sure where I'm going to mount the pouch, but it has got a strip of Velcro with instructions on how to use the Velcro. Well, another Christmas live done, day 4. Full of a cold, sore throat. The voice has lasted up though. I think Tim's just dealing with Spanky at the moment. He's talking about the clips inside the case. I've put all the backs back on them now, so I can't show you what they're like. You think some of the windows may have chockies behind them? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? But not that I can eat them. Yeah, Daniel, the voice has lasted. Let's hope it lasts. Let's hope it lasts for the rest of the weeks. I'm going to run out of stuff to do soon, I think. I'm going to need some help soon. I need a good suck on something. Cheers, Derek. Glad you enjoyed that, mate. Yeah, it's a bit under the weather, but you never know. Hopefully it's going to do some good. Giving it a rest. I've got to go out tomorrow, but I might pop in tomorrow, Gary, if you're there, mate. Music centre. Yes, I have got a music centre to do. You're welcome, Brat. Rob, you're off to do some work, are you? I think everybody's going to be taking their bushes apart. That doesn't sound good. RV, we're just finishing, mate. We're just finishing. But yes, I am running out of stuff to do. Don't want to try and do stuff that I've just done recently, because I've covered a lot of radios recently on the Sunday live streams. And I don't want to just pull them back out again, really. But I will have to at some stage, so you will see a bit of repetitiveness from the other shows, but end of the day, we're trying to cover 24 radios or 24 bits of kit, preferably radios. Derek has sent me something rather interesting, but I might leave that till Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure what's happening Sunday at the moment. Your amp, that's a big radio, Gary. That ain't going to fit into an hour or so. Big Volv radio, got an Orion there. You'll have to catch it up, Harvey. You'll have to catch it up, mate. So pretty much, I'm nearly done there now, unless anyone's got any other questions or suggestions. Don't forget, if you want to donate to the channel or you want to help support it, you can either click the super chat button. I don't know how that works, but apparently it would add something to somewhere. Or my PayPal link is in my profile on YouTube. And of course, we've got the Patreon subscribers. So thank you, subscribers. You know who you are. And that's pretty much it for now then. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And please leave comments. I do try and, well, I do reply to all of them. I might not do it straight away, but I do reply to all the comments. So if you've got any queries or just even like just a thumbs up or something, then just you know, pop a comment in there. Makes me want to keep doing it. Cheers, everybody, then. You have a care package on the way. All right, thank you. So cheers, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another radio. Who knows what it'll be. So let's just play you out to my lovely intro, if I can find it. It doesn't reset this one for some reason. Catch you soon. Bye for now.